Over the past 1 year, Safaricom has reintroduced so many products on the M-Pesa app. And if you're keen enough, you must have noted some things that are there to help you as a person to grow financially. Hi guys, welcome here. We're going to learn some little knowledge on money. And today my focus is the M-Pesa app with Safaricom. So I'm going to screen record so that I can show you a few of the things that they have put on that M-Pesa app that you can go ahead and get them from them. So I'm going to show you. Let me open my M-Pesa app. Just a minute. I open my M-Pesa app. It's up. So M-Pesa introduced Ziidi. Ziidi Invest and Save. The Ziidi Invest and Save is a good way for you as someone who uses M-Pesa to just save automatically without having to say save this 10 shillings, save this 20 shillings, save this 30 shillings there. So I'm going to open it a minute. When you go to your M-Pesa app, you can see Ziidi Invest and Save. Let me open it so that we go with you. You'll check more on it much later on your M-Pesa app. So this Ziidi, what they say is it is making your money work. So Ziidi, about it, what it really entails is, let me go to the settings so that when you open on your M-Pesa, the Ziidi Invest and Save, you set an amount or a percentage that will be deducted every time you maybe send money or use the Lipa na M-Pesa, the pay bill and the till number. So they're not forcing you to do it. It is something that you do out of your own interest. So when you come to the Ziidi app, they ask you auto invest. This is an automated investment with every transaction. Invest effortlessly with each transaction using our app's automatic savings feature. So this is something you have to have the M-Pesa for it to work on your phone, because we are using the M-Pesa app by Safaricom. So you have to have the M-Pesa, and then they ask you what investment, what choice is it? Do you want to do the investment amount or percentage? The investment amount is like deduct 50 every time I send money, deduct 50 every time I pay via the till, deduct and save 50 or 100 or 1000 depending on your capability every time I do a transaction on the M-Pesa app or on Safaricom M-Pesa. Investment percentage means that you choose a percentage, whether it is 10% or 20% of the money that, like, I pay 500, deduct 10% of 500 every time I do a transaction. Not only 500, it depends with the amount that you're doing, the transactions that you're doing every day. You can choose unlimited, the number of times, either once in a day, twice in a day, thrice, or unlimited. And then the transaction type, it is when you send money, you buy goods or pay bill. Now here it is. It is not a must you choose the three. You can choose deduct 10% every time I send money, or once when I send money, or when I use the till number, or when I say the pay bill. Now for it to feel like it's something, a challenge that is going to work for you, I would suggest you choose the three transaction types. Anytime you send money, anytime you buy goods, anytime you pay via the pay bill, let the auto invest detect a certain percentage or a certain amount for every of that transaction. And for me to stop overspending and impulse buying, I tend to say the number of times to unlimited. So anytime I want to buy something, I usually think like, hey, this thing is worth 1800. And in Ziidi, I have seen that they should deduct 10% of the money I use. So if I pay for this thing and it is not something that I need that much, it is a want, not a need, then that means I'll be spending around 180 on Ziidi. So it has helped me to control impulse buying and impulse payments, especially online payments. I have to buy something because I really need it, not because I have the money in my mpesa, because the Ziidi invest is waiting there for me. So I choose the investment percentage what was okay for me. You can choose whatever works for you, either the percentage or the amount. I went for the percentage of any money that I use. The number of times for me, it's unlimited. So every day, anytime I am paying the fare via mpesa, via the pochi, via the pay bill, the till number, I get deducted that amount of money. Anytime I am doing a transaction type of sending money, buy goods or pay bill. Buy goods is the till number, I get deducted amount of money. The other thing I realized is the money, they have some little interest. You earn some interest. Like yesterday, as per the time I am doing this video, which is now, yesterday was date 7 February. By the time at the amount that has been deducted since January, so far I made 0.09 interest, and yesterday, because the net rate is at 6.25% per annum. Then you can choose to withdraw. It's not something that you have to keep on. It has to, when you want to withdraw, you can. But this is a challenge that we are giving ourselves so that we can see how much I will have by the end of the year if I control my impulse buying, if I control the amount of money that is getting from my mpesa to me. So it's something that I am controlling myself to see how much by the time I get to December. And since I'm doing this video here, I'll bring you the feedback of how much I have made by the time we get to December. Because sometimes I withdraw the money and pay, like if you're shopping in Kamkuji or Gikomba, they need cash. So those days you just withdraw. Withdraw has no, they are not getting any money from, they're not investing any money from the withdrawals. So when I withdraw, I'll be paying cash. But any moment that I am sending money to somebody, anytime I am paying via the till number, via the pay bill, then I get deducted my percentage for unlimited times during the day. So those people who sit there and send me 2K urgently, my friend, if I send you 2,000, Ziidi gets 200. So my mpesa balance goes down by 200. It is investing for me, but I am trying to, as much as possible, to reduce the mpesa transactions, but still gaining something out of it. I hope you understanding me, and if you're not understanding me, please comment down there and let me know what can I expound further. This is a product that is available to people that have mpesa, mostly people of my country that are Kenyans. So you find that with the Ziidi Invest, it's an app under financial services on your mpesa app. So you can go and get your mpesa app from the Play Store and download Ziidi Invest and have fun with it. Create the percentage that you feel okay with, and let Safaricom auto invest for you that money, and you earn some little interest. But more of it is the discipline not to do the impulse buying and the online buying that is more impulse and something that you're not planning for. Because the moment you just put in the 3,000, Ziidi takes the 300, and you're like, oh, that's too much money. So it will help you to curb impulse buying, but saving for you. You're not losing your money. Your money will be on your mpesa app under the financial services Ziidi Invest and Go. So if you're first time meeting me, please follow me. Let's grow our wallets and let's work on our finances.